The Appalachian Mountains are one of the strangest places in the United States. For years, hikers, hunters, and people who live near these mountains have claimed to experience things out there that should not exist. Figures watching from the trees, voices coming from places where no one should be, and moments so strange that even the people recording them don't seem to understand what they captured. The videos you're about to see start off unsettling. But as we move forward, each case becomes harder to explain. And the final one is different from everything else in this video, because what makes it terrifying is not what appears on camera, it's what suddenly disappears. Let's begin. Number 10. Starting off this list is a video connected to one of the most disturbing warnings about the Appalachian Mountains. Never follow the voices. The person recording was outside at night when a strange voice started coming from somewhere in the darkness. Listen carefully, because this is exactly why people say you should never follow the voices. Did you hear it? At first, it sounds like a strange voice coming from somewhere in the woods. But if you listen closely, it almost sounds like it is saying, "Help me." And that is what makes this video so disturbing. Because in places like the Appalachian Mountains, people have reported hearing cries, screams, and even familiar voices coming from deep inside the forest. Sometimes it sounds like a lost person. Sometimes it sounds like someone you know. But according to local legends, the worst thing you can do is answer back or walk towards it. Because if something in those mountains is trying to lure you into the darkness, then maybe the voice is not asking for help. Maybe it is hunting. Number 9. This video allegedly shows an explorer entering an underground area somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains, where some people believe hidden tunnels may exist. But what he captures inside looks nothing like a normal person. Take a look. For just a second, a strange pale figure can be seen standing inside the darkness. The body appears thin, the head looks unusually large, and the way it stays completely still has made many viewers compare it to what people commonly describe as a gray alien. Now, of course, there is no way to confirm if this video is real. It could be a person, a prop, or even a staged recording. But what makes it disturbing is the location. The Appalachian Mountains are filled with caves, abandoned areas, and stories about things hiding underground. So, was this just someone trying to create a viral video? Or did this explorer accidentally record something that was never supposed to be seen? Number 8. From this point on, the videos start getting a little more disturbing. Not because they show too much at first, but because they begin with situations that could happen to anyone. A girl was reportedly alone at home, about to go to sleep, when she heard a strange noise coming from the living room. But then she remembered one disturbing detail. One of the windows had been left open. Watch carefully, because she was not as alone as she thought. When she points the camera towards the window, a strange figure can be seen watching her from behind the wall. The figure appears to have a messy red hair, but the most disturbing details is its eyes. They look completely white. Now, we do not know who or what was standing there, but according to the context, the girl was alone when this happened. And if that window really had been left open, then the most terrifying part may not be that something was watching her from outside, but that it may have had a way to get in. Number 7. Some videos on this list are scary because of what appears in the darkness. But this next one is disturbing because it seems to happen right after someone ignores one of the most important rules of the Appalachian Mountains: never be outside after sunset. These people were getting back home late at night, and as they pulled into the driveway, they noticed something standing in the dark. Watch the edge of the light carefully, because something appears to be waiting for them. As the car lights move across the area, a strange figure can be seen standing on 2 legs. It appears to have a humanoid shape, but its body seems to be covered in hair. At the moment the light hits it, the figure immediately runs away. Unfortunately, the video quality is not very good, and its face is almost impossible to see clearly. But that might be what makes the footage even more disturbing, because whatever was standing there did not look like a normal person. And according to the context, these people were not exploring the forest. They were simply getting back home, only to find something already waiting for them. Number 6. A man was recording in the Appalachian Mountains when he noticed something standing far away on the hillside. At first, it looked like a person, but then they realized the distance made no sense. Watch carefully, because whatever is standing there appears much larger than it should be.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, it's not a fucking person, bro. Look.
That's a hiker.
No, it's not, bro. That's not a person.
That's way bigger than a fucking hiker, bro.
Bro, that's not. Oh, fuck, it just disappeared. What the fuck?
Where'd you just go, bro?
At first, the figure looks like someone standing on the mountain, but according to the distance from where it was recorded, what are we seeing could have been around 16 feet tall. And the strangest part is that, from one moment to the next, the figure seems to disappear. But now, maybe this was just a person seen from a confusing angle. Maybe the distance made the figure look much larger than it really was. But if the estimate is even close, then what this guy captured was not a normal hiker. It was something far bigger.
That's way bigger than a fucking hiker, bro.
Bro, that's not. Oh, fuck, it just disappeared. What the fuck?
Where'd you just go, bro?
Number 5. At this point, the videos start getting even stranger. And this next one is the kind of clip that looks simple at first, until you noticed how fast the situation changes. A group of kids can be seen playing outside when their father calls them back to the house. But before they leave, one of them notices something strange near the trees.
What's that, Dad?
Let's go back inside. Come on, guys.
At first, the figure appears to be standing near the trees. But as soon as the kids notice it, the creature suddenly jumps and climbs high into the tree in a single movement. And that is the detail that makes this footage so disturbing. Because at first glance, someone could say that this is just a fake video. In fact, if you reverse the footage, it almost looks like a person could have been sitting in the tree and then jumped down, making it seem like they climbed up. But when you watch the jump closely, something about the creature's legs looks wrong. They seem to stretch as it moves upward. And maybe that is what makes the video so confusing. Because if this was just a person, the movement should look simple. But instead, it looks like something trying to disappear into the trees before anyone can understand what they just saw.
Let's go back inside. Come on, guys.
Number 4. The Appalachian Mountains are still full of stories that are almost impossible to explain, and this next video seems to connect with another rule people often mention about these mountains. If you ever see a creature you have never seen before, do not stare back. Watch carefully, because this person does the exact opposite. In the video, we can see what appears to be a strange humanoid creature covered in completely black fur. Its head looks almost like a goat's head, but without horns. And on its chest, there appear to be strange circular markings. Now, according to the story, this person did not just see the creature and walk away. He actually ran toward the place where it had been standing. But when he got there, he found nothing. Or at least, that is what the creature wanted him to believe. Because in the Appalachian Mountains, one of the most disturbing warnings is very simple. If you ever see something that does not look normal, do not follow it. And never stare at it for too long. Number 3. Now we are entering the final 3, and from there, the videos stop feeling strange. They start feeling genuinely terrifying. And this next clip seems to connect with one of the darkest warnings people mention about the Appalachian Mountains. If you see something watching you from the dark, do not look it in the eyes. But in this video, that warning becomes almost impossible to follow. A person was recording at night when they noticed something hiding in a tree. Watch carefully, because once you see the eyes, it is hard to look away.
I know he's right there.
At the top of the tree, there appears to be a humanoid figure staring down from the branches. At first, someone could say it is just a person. But that explanation becomes harder to believe when you remember the figure was hiding in a tree in the middle of the night. And then there are the eyes. They seem to glow in a way that makes the whole video feel even more disturbing. Some people online believe this could be connected to one of the strange creatures people claim to see in the Appalachian Mountains. But whatever it was, one thing is clear. If you ever see something like this watching you from the trees, maybe the safest thing you can do is look away. Number 2. This next video is a staged recreation of one of the most repeated warnings about the Appalachian Mountains. Do not look through the windows after sunset. In the video, a woman looks outside and sees something standing right in front of the glass. Watch what happens. At first, this seems like a simple scary video. A horned creature appears at the window staring into the house. And according to the woman who posted it, the person wearing the costume was her husband. So technically, nothing paranormal should be happening here. But wait, there is something you may not have noticed. Look at the reflection in the glass. Behind her, there appears to be another figure standing inside the room. It looks like the silhouette of a bald man with pale skin and no visible eyes. Now, maybe this was also part of the video. Maybe it was another person helping with the recreation. But if it was, the creator never made that clear. So the question is, was this just another detail added to make the video scarier? Or did the camera capture someone else standing in the room where no one else was supposed to be there? Number 1. And now we have reached the most disturbing video on this list. Not because something runs across the screen, not because a figure appears between the trees, but because this clip captures one of the most terrifying things that can happen in a forest. The moment the forest itself seems to know something is wrong. Listen carefully, because in this video, the horror is not in what you see. It is in what suddenly disappears.
Getting some fresh air, and I wanted to thank everybody for getting that video to 1 million views. That was pretty crazy. I didn't expect that at all. Usually I'm stuck in like the 200-300 range, but out here in Appalachia, you kind of experience some really weird stuff, and it's hard to explain, but I like hanging back in the woods. It's just really creepy sometimes. You know, do you guys... All the noise just disappeared. Time to go.
There are no birds, no insects, no wind moving through the trees. Nothing. Just a silence so complete that it feels unnatural. And that is what makes this video so disturbing. Because in the Appalachian Mountains, many people claim that when the forest suddenly goes quiet, it can mean that a predator is nearby. But others believe it is something much worse. A warning. As if the entire forest had noticed something before the person recording did. Now, maybe there is a normal explanation. Maybe the animals were startled by something we cannot see. Maybe the microphone failed to capture the background sounds properly. But if you have ever been deep in the woods, you know that total silence does not feel peaceful. It feels wrong. Because when every living thing around you suddenly stops making noise, maybe the question is not what scared them. Maybe the question is, what were they hiding from? And if you thought these videos were disturbing, then you need to watch this next compilation, because what was captured there may be even harder to explain. Click here, and I'll see you in the next video.
I like hanging back in the woods.